Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator by Roald Dahl, published by Puffin Books. Lesson B. Chapter 2. Read Chapter 2. Find these words and expressions in the chapter. Page numbers are in brackets. Highlight the words. Page numbers might vary depending on your version of the book. Go ahead. Look at the words you highlighted. Find how they are used in the text. Find the quotes. Write down the quotes to explain the vocabulary. For example, Mr. Wonka's elevator wasn't the only thing orbiting the Earth at that particular time. Orbiting was one of the words highlighted. This is the quote from the book. So were they above the Earth? Yes. Were they moving around the Earth? Yes. Were they on a specific path? Yes. Did their path change? No, not really. This could be argued, but for our purposes, no is correct. It was also equipped with a gravity-making machine so that you didn't float about inside it. You could walk normally. So does gravity pull you down? Yes. Is it easy to walk without gravity? No. Does it make you heavier? No. Actually, you have no weight when you have zero gravity. See in the picture, Isaac Newton sitting under a tree, the apple following, making him think about the idea of gravity. The capsule they were traveling in was manned by the 3 famous astronauts. Were they in a vehicle? Yes. Was the vehicle flying? It was, yes. Were people driving? Yes. Describe it at once, ordered ground control. Do they know what it looks like? No. Do they want to know what it looks like? Yes. Do they want someone to tell them? Yes. Do they want lots of details? Yes. Do they want specific or general details? Specific. Very good. It's a midget astronaut dressed up as a little boy. They're all in disguise. Did they know they were dressed? So did they think they were dressed as someone else? Yes. Did they think they were who they seemed to be? No. Did they think they were trying to hide who they were? Yes. Well, sometimes people wear the funny fake eyeglasses, eyebrow, and mustache to pretend that they are not who they are. It's a disguise. It is a great honor to talk to you, Mr. President, sir. Is the president important? Yes. Does everybody get to talk to the president? No. Would you be very lucky to speak with the president? Yes. Should you behave your best when speaking with the president? Yes. It's an honor, so yes. 100 controllers sat motionless, waiting to see what orders the president would give next. Were they moving? No. Were they excited for what would happen next? Yes. I never thought of that, said Schauler. No wonder you're the president. Did the president say something smart? Yes. Should the president be smart? Yes, hope so. Would you expect the president to be smart? Yes, absolutely. Is it a surprise if the president says something smart? No, shouldn't be. No wonder. No surprise. But it was the sinister glass box itself that everyone was staring at. Was the box strange? Yes. Did they think the box was bad? Yes. Did they think the box would make something bad happen? Yes, they did. Everywhere in the world, a kind of panic began to take hold of the television watchers. Were a lot of people watching? Yes. Were they starting to feel scared? Yes. Do bad things happen when a lot of people are scared? Yes. Here's a good example. And you know the guy, SpongeBob, and his buddy panicking. Now complete the sentences using words from the text. The space hotel could create gravity, so you could walk around, feet on the ground instead of floating. The president thought Charlie was a midget astronaut disguised as a little boy. A lot of people in ground control were unable to move because they wanted to see what would happen next. Motionless. The capsule was by 3 human pilots who were able to drive the ship together, manned. People on Earth at ground control wanted the astronauts to what? The elevator. To describe the elevator and the people in it so they knew what it looked like. Good. All right. Next 5 words. Again, look at their highlighted words. Complete the information from the text. The elevator, space hotel, and capsule were all doing what around the Earth in outer space? They were all orbiting. Everybody thought the elevator was a bomb or was going to be used for something else bad. They describe it as the what glass box? Sinister glass box. The astronaut speaking to the president felt it was an honor to speak with such an important person. Schuyler felt the president was smart, so he wasn't surprised when he said something he didn't think of. He said it was no wonder he was the president. People started to feel very afraid, which could eventually cause them to do what? To panic. Good. Now, on the next slide, match the meanings to the words you highlighted in the text. So which word means not moving or stationary? Motionless. Less motion, no motion. It is not surprising. No wonder. Of an aircraft, spacecraft being driven or piloted by humans. Manned. To show someone important, high respect and esteem. Honor. The force that attracts a body toward the center of the earth or toward any other physical body having mass. Good. Gravity. Giving the impression that something harmful or evil is happening or will happen. Sinister. The curved or circular elliptical path of a celestial object or spacecraft around a star, planet, or moon. Orbiting. Good. To explain about someone or something, including all the important relevant details. Describe. Sudden uncontrollable fear or anxiety, often causing wildly unthinking behavior. Panic. Give someone or oneself a different appearance to hide who they are or seem like someone else. Disguise. So match the parts of speech, words on the left, part of speech on the right. Manned is Adjective. Describe is something you're doing. Verb. Disguise. In this context is a verb. Could also be used as a noun. Could be a thing too, but in this context, a verb. Gravity is a noun, thing. Panic. It's what they're doing. Honor. Noun. Sinister. Adjective. Orbiting. What it's doing. No wonder is a phrase. Motionless. Adjective describing them. Complete the chart. Use the correct form. So describe. Describing, drop the E, add ing. And describe, just add the D. Disguise. Disguising, same, drop the E, add ing. Disguised, just add the D. Panic, it's a little trickier. Panicking, must add the K, ing. And with panicked, also have to add the KED. All right, that's a tricky one. Orbiting, that's a continuous form. Orbited and orbit. Not too hard. Okay, choose the correct form. Use the correct word, disguise. The correct version of disguise. The spy was as a mother with her child, so the criminals didn't know who he was. Was, past tense, disguised. His noun form was so bad that everybody started looking at him. Noun form of disguise is disguise. His disguise was so bad. She tried to, her feelings for the boy she liked, so he didn't know how she really felt. So she tried to do something. She tried to disguise her feelings for the boy. They are themselves as young children so they can get into movies for a lower cost. So they're doing something. They are disguising themselves. They're in the process of doing it. Good are hard to find. Are hard to find. Good disguises are hard to find. Plural. Now choose the correct form of describe. Please ask me to describe the man who stole my purse. She, her grandmother, as a kind and caring woman. Probably happened in the past, so she described her grandmother as a kind and caring woman. I tried my character to my friend, but I think he didn't understand. I tried describing my character to my friend, but I think he didn't understand. So something was happening at that time, and he didn't understand at that time in the past. Can you describe what your dream home would look like? Yes. Choose the correct form of orbit. The satellite, something the Earth for a long time before crashing to the ground. So what happened in the past, the satellite orbited. There are a lot of broken satellites and rocks the Earth right now. Right now, orbiting, ing. The moon, something the Earth all the time, orbits. Everybody, when they felt the building shake, panicked, and talking about something happened in the past. Felt. I told her to stop. Everything was going to be fine. So she's doing something. Stop doing something. Stop panicking. You should never, if there is a fire, always stay calm. You should never do this. You should never panic if there is a fire. My brother, every time our parents meet the teachers, every time my brother panics. Spelling and pronunciation. Orbiting. 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 Gravity. Gravity. Mand. Mand. Hear the D. Describe. 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 Disguise. Disguise. Honor. Honor. No, hear the H. Don't hear the H. Honor. Motionless. Shun. Motionless. Motionless. Shun. No wonder. No wonder. Sinister. Sinister. Panic. Panic. Make sure you pronounce those final sounds at the end of the words. Don't let them get dropped. A little gap fill. Next slide. Take a screenshot. Complete sentences. Use vocabulary you've learned. Use the correct form. She did good at school. She had already studied the language before. No surprise. It was no wonder. I didn't want to get stung by the bee, so I stood and waited for it to fly away. Don't run around. Stand motionless. Stand still. Most superheroes themselves to protect their family and friends. What do? They disguise themselves. Pretend that they're someone else. Superman and Clark Kent. Batman and Bruce Wayne. Spider-Man. Right? They all disguise themselves. And Peter Parker. The boy was so quiet that we thought he was up to something sinister. Not good. Without, everybody would be floating around. Without gravity. When there was a fire at the school, people started to panic. No, don't do that. Stay calm. Apollo 8 was the first flight to the moon. What kind of flight? It was a manned flight. People were driving. The Earth does what around the sun? It orbits. It was to sing with Blackpink. Oh, how I love that. They're so good. It was an honor. The police asked me to what? The person who stole the money. To describe them so they can catch them, I hope. Okay, just 3 questions for speaking. So what is an example of something that orbits something else? Well, think of an example. So, for example, the moon orbits the Earth. The Earth orbits what? Second one, why is gravity important? Gravity is important because it would be hard to cook without it. Yeah, there are a lot of things might be difficult. Think of some examples. What could happen that would cause people to panic? An earthquake could cause people to panic, absolutely. Yeah, ground starts to shake, people get scared, for sure. Okay, so just to finish, I recommend writing some sentences and share your speaking answers and your sentences with a friend. I recommend 5 sentences are a good place to start, but you can do as many as 10 if you want or more. All right, hope this helped. Have a great day.